Airway X, Motocross Park. The next stop on the 2025 Fusion Graphics Northwest Motocross Series presented by Duval Engineering. Rounds 5 and 6, Airway Heights, Washington. This track has been part of our series for a long time. A fun time. And boy, did it deliver. The gates dropped once again. The riders rushed to the first turn. Classes filled from inside to outside. Riders soaring through the air. The vibes at Airway were there. Some would say the weekend at Airway was cinematic, with tons of action, plot twists, and scenes that kept you on the edge of your seat. Welcome to the halfway point of the Northwest Motocross Series with Pacific Racing Organization. Grab the popcorn bucket, grab the soda, and pick your seat. Dim the lights. Let's watch the show.
Do your best Hayden Deegan impersonation.
Bro, just suck it. You just gotta suck it.
Boy, the kids really do listen to the podium speeches from Supercross. Oh boy. Christoph, roll the tape. The battles continued at the halfway point of the season here at Airway X, from the 50cc classes to the big bike classes. Each of them had the crowd on their feet, lap after lap. In the 50cc open class, Riker Ward would lead the way on his Northern Quest Cobra. Soaring through the air and giving Mom a scare, Ward would not have it so easy though, with a hungry group of riders such as Henry Perkins, Nixon Ross, and Weston Helpenstell. They would give him all that he could handle on the opening laps. After making some passes on Perkins, Ward would do what he does best, grab the checkered flag and ride off into the sunset. Meanwhile, Ross and Helpenstell would duke it out to see who would finish third on the box. Helpenstell would make a mistake in Moto 1, tucking the front. But when all was said and done, Helpenstell would edge out Ross for third place overall in the 50cc open class. These four were on a mission all weekend just to see who would collect the most trophies. We look forward to seeing them line up again at Fossil Bowl. Meanwhile, in the schoolboy class, with consistency, Chase Jackson would take the win with a 2-3 score, with Masters finishing in second and the battle for third still raging on. Alex Johnston and Logan Boone would duke it out to the top 5, but little did they know, with the inconsistent results from others, it would determine who finished third overall. The boys went at it, with Boone stalking Johnston like an animal, chomping at the bit to get the last spot on the box. Boone would make the pass happen and finish the weekend in third overall. In your pro class, it was Jonah Schmidt early on, twisting the throttle and riding for his brother, who he lost prior to the race. Jonah would put his focus on the track, taking the first moto win, but with a hungry Chris Cornish right behind and a gnarly get-off by Schmidt, Cornish would take the overall for round 5. Spangle would move himself into second overall, and Schmidt would have to settle for fourth on the day. Through the constantly changing weather and track conditions, the Fusion Graphics Northwest Motocross Series presented by DeVault Engineering will keep us entertained from start to finish. What will the Fossil Bowl hold for us next? Get your tickets to the show as we continue to move east. Man, did we have a show this weekend at Airway X for rounds 5 and 6 of the Northwest Motocross Series. Our cinematographer, Stephen Kristoff, caught up with the top 4 in the 50cc open class this weekend. Let's find out what each of them had to say from Airway X.
I'm here with Riker Ward. Riker, how was the weekend for you on Saturday? You were racing your 50, you're racing your 65. Dude, you were sending it to the sky. Was the wind catching you at all while you were up there?
No.
No? What about all those whips?
That's for the show.
That's just for the show? So take us through the motos. How were your starts in the 50 class?
Not very good, but I took that inside and cut everybody off.
Yeah. Was there any special lines that you were like figuring out to get around Perkins and Helpenstell and all them?
Well, for the lappers, I would take this one inside, I would just rail it and pass.
What was your favorite section of the track today?
Section? Probably either the back where that roller coaster jump is. Right after that, those rollers, those big braking bumps, I like that. I
Nice.
just wheelie over them.
How's the 65 going? You've been on 50s for quite a while. You're now on the 65. Take us through a little bit of the transition on getting on there, learning the clutch. Have you had any struggles at all learning?
Well, yeah, I had some struggles. The first time I raced it, back there in the back where it goes the downhill and up, that part I used to struggle right there because I forgot what gear I was in a lot of times.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah. I want to thank Northern Quest Casino, Kalispell Tribe, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and Money Inc., Fly, JMC.
Pretty much everyone?
Yeah.
Nice. Where are we going to see you next?
Well, probably tomorrow here.
Yeah? If it's muddy, you going to go out there? All right. We might see him in the mud. All right, we're here with Nixon Ross, the 314 JMC gate drop rider. Nixon, you were grabbing starts today. Take us through some of those starts in the 50 class.
Well, it's all about reaction time.
All about reaction time. What gates were you picking? Were you more on the outside, inside, or just kind of whatever
Outside.
came across?
Outside.
So what was the feeling like going into the first turn? You're grabbing the starts. You had Perkins next to you. You had Weston Helpenstell there. Were you nervous at all? Or were you like, oh man, these Cobras are all over me?
I was more like the Cobras.
Yeah. Is there any jumps that you achieved today that you didn't do prior? Like any big ones that you're like, dude, I got it?
The triple.
Yeah. How did it feel being in the air that long?
Scary.
Take us through some of your battles. Who you were battling with most of the time?
Mostly Weston.
Yeah. Was there any lines that you picked up? They're like, okay, I can get Weston right here. Did you hear him on your left, your right? What kind of sections was he like really putting the pressure on?
Insides.
Insides? How do you feel about tomorrow? Are you ready? Do you think you can get up past Ward? Are you gonna give more pressure to Weston here?
Yeah.
Any sponsors you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, JMC Motorsports, Skate Drop, Edwards KNS, 60 Helmets, and everybody else.
Nice. For anyone that wants to follow you on Instagram, do you know your Instagram account, or is it just like your dad's?
It's mine.
It's yours?
My dad has one and I have one.
Yeah. What is it? Do you know what it is?
It's called Nixon Ross 314.
Nixon Ross 314. So give him a follow. We're gonna win tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Unless he's got something to say about it. We're gonna get Weston Helpenstell up here.
Yeah.
All right, we're here with the 619 of Weston Helpenstell. Weston, take us through your 50 races today. You were battling all your buddies. How was the starts? How was the track?
The starts were pretty good. I got one on the vast motor with a junior class. I got like that's first start. I catched up to in the junior class first.
Yeah. How was it battling your buddies, especially Nixon Ross? You were battling there for a bit with him. You had the green machine in front of you at Henry Perkins. Were you trying to get both of them?
Yeah.
How about that corner over there after the tunnel jump? You kind of took a soil sample. I might have got that on camera. You don't want to talk about it? Okay. Take us through some of the sections of the track. What was your favorite part of Airway today in your 50 classes?
It's kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
For a double back there.
Yeah. What about tomorrow? How are you feeling about tomorrow? You think you got the edge on Nixon?
Yeah.
Where do you think you're gonna get him? I won't tell him. I promise.
In the for a double again. For
Yeah.
a double, I just gonna move over on him again.
Moving over.
It's moving over.
You're aggressive. Are you like Barsha? Are you like Deegan? Like what kind of rider are you? Rider style?
Deegan.
All Deegan. Oh boy. You guys better watch out. Helpenstell's coming for you. Any sponsors you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Cade, Grandpa, and Papa.
Sweet. Well, make sure to check out Weston. He's gonna, probably get the whole shot tomorrow. So yeah, good job, dude. All right, we're here with post-race interviews of the 50 class. We've had Weston Helpenstell, Nixon Ross. Who else did we get? I think that's all we got, right? We got Henry Perkins here for the PRO recap, the 50 class this weekend. We had Riker Ward as well. How was your weekend so far? You got some starts. Was there any troubles out there, any of your races?
No, not really. You just had to run your race. The only big deal was the wind at the end.
Yeah. Was it getting a little sketchy in the air? Did you feel yourself kind of floating left and right?
Yeah, in one of my races, I went over the S-turn berm.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I did see that. Luckily,
Yeah.
you didn't smoke anyone. Were you just trying to figure out your quickest way back on the track so you wouldn't, run into trouble?
Yeah.
So take us through your races. You had the battle Helpenstell a little bit. You had Ross there. You had Ward. Was there any main rider that you were like really trying to, check off the box this weekend that you're trying to beat?
No, not really.
Just all of them?
Yeah.
Just Riker?
Yeah, just Riker.
Yeah. How was your starts today?
Most of them were pretty good. Just in the first round of the 65 open class, I crashed off the first corner, and then I got tangled up with Zane 5.
Yeah,
So.
that first turn, I have video of it. We'll put a replay out there. Kind of gnarly. How does it feel being the only 50 rider racing with the 65s?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Do you get that extra yes when you beat a couple of them?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So, how's it feel racing your sister? Do you think you got the edge on her now?
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda.
I still think that I can beat her.
Yeah. Is Lily gonna have to work a little harder since you're really knocking on that back door?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, we got rivalry going on with the siblings. Are you racing tomorrow?
Yes.
What happens if it's gonna get wet? Are you more of a dry rider? Are you more of mud? Or are you just kind of whatever?
Oh, whatever.
Just whatever?
Yeah.
Do you prefer dry though versus the mud?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I do like riding in the mud.
Yeah. Favorite jump today?
Probably the double table.
Okay. Is that after the start?
Yeah.
Okay.
After the first turn.
Yeah, you guys are really sending it. All right, couple questions left. What about the ruts? How do you feel about ruts? Do you like them? You kind of, I don't know. Like, how are you through them?
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are ruts like at Loretta's? Because you've been there before.
Oh, they're way deeper than this for sure.
Okay, so no one should complain then about them, right?
No.
All right.
They don't even know what it's like going to Loretta's.
Yeah.
So some people take pictures in the ruts.
Is your goal to go to Loretta's again this year?
Yes.
Sweet. Any sponsors you want to thank?
NWMX clinics, PDR suspension, and everybody else.
Nice. Sweet. All right. Well, Henry's probably going to get the start tomorrow. I don't know. You think you can get the start on Lily?
Yeah. I got her already both times.
Ooh. All right. That's Henry Perkins, your 50cc recap here at PRO.
Join us for our next rounds at the Fossil Bowl in Clarkia, Idaho, June 21st and 22nd, as we continue with the Fusion Graphics Northwest Motocross Series, presented by Duval Engineering. A big thanks to all of our sponsors and everyone that makes our racing happen. For more info, recaps, and pure fun, make sure to go to PacificRacingMX.com.